In this final video, I'm going to give you a checklist in the form of questions which are designed to help you to support your organisation in developing best practice. Raising awareness for online harms and the risks that they can inflict on individuals is crucial. Therefore, all stakeholders need to be aware of the risks and their impacts, and this needs to be considered within the development of projects and campaigns. So, are relevant stakeholders aware of the risks of online harms, including elected members and members of staff? Have identified stakeholders been trained in online risks? Are residents aware of the risks of the broad range of online harms and how they can report incidents? Is the local authority promoting and exemplifying best practice? Has the Council considered the implications of the Online Safety Bill and the compliance issues? Scrutiny and challenge is a key role of all elected members. Online harms need to be factored in and challenged in the same way as other projects and programmes. So therefore, do elected members have confidence that any project or programme of work have considered the risk of online harms and put in place effective mitigation? For example, do communications plans consider risks around misinformation, or do financial inclusion plans consider the risk of identity fraud? Lessons learnt should be shared across multidisciplinary and multi-agency teams so that the most effective responses to online harms or the risk of online harms can be identified. So are there cross-council and multi-agency approaches in place to mitigate risks and tackle online harms where appropriate? How is learning shared to ensure effective approaches? Is funding available to tackle online harms, for example through communications campaigns, youth services or offline support to deal with the impacts of harms? Where programmes to tackle online harms are introduced, what evidence is available that these are effective? Where funding is assigned to digital projects or projects that involve technology, it is essential that risks are mitigated for users. Do digital projects factor in mitigating online risks, for example adopting the age-appropriate design code as a method of best practice? Is digital the most effective way of delivering the service? Are users protected? Are partners factoring in online risks, and has there been due diligence on their arrangements? When deciding on how to deliver services to constituents and users, it is important that digital service delivery is considered, especially where a third-party provider will be used. So, has the platform been risk assessed? Are there plans in place to help to mitigate online risks? How will any online incidents be handled? Are there additional safeguards that need to be in place to support adults at risk and, of course, children? Online harms and mitigating risks should be factored across all of the established governance arrangements, so therefore are leaders aware of their responsibilities around online harms? Are online harms factored into project, campaign and programme initiation? Are online harms risk assessed? Do online harms feature in the risk log? Are online harms concurrent with offline safeguarding arrangements? When you mention online harms, many people understandably think of the ones they hear of all the time, such as child sexual exploitation, bullying, and more recently, mis and disinformation. But as you will have seen in these short videos, there is an awful lot to consider when it comes to online harms, what they are and what they actually mean. What the government is doing at a national level is hugely important, and there are high expectations that this will make a positive impact, although that will take time. But it's fundamentally important that we get it right at a local level as well. Please do take the time to consider the information in these videos. Go through the checklist and assure yourself that you are doing everything that you possibly can.